wanted was to be like you.
Serial copycat, I want my money back. I could put my head on a sleeve. Tell me who you wanna be.
Rap star, all star, rock star. Give me that rap star, all star, rock star. Give me that rap star, all star, rock star. Give me that.
Put my head on a sleeve. What the hell is wrong with me?
We are Tower Tunes, and we are back for season 2 of the I don't know the fan favorite podcast or whatever our beloved podcast. As you can tell,
I'm not Simon.
We lost a member. Simon is gone. He's no longer with us.
But not forgotten.
And now we have Lucas, who, if you remember, was from like pre-season 1. This is like some proto Tower Tunes.
Yeah, I was like the social media manager 2 semesters ago. I was
Which I am now.
Guest a couple of times on Tower Tunes last season, as you can say. But I'll be taking over the duties of Simon Hobbs because he's graduated and he's technically not allowed to be on Tower Tunes anymore. Yeah. So
he's not allowed to be here. He's banned from Tower Tunes.
He's totally not right next to us.
Okay, so some changes. Major changes are happening, especially to the social media. Since I'm the social media manager now, we're not really gonna have a post schedule. We're just gonna post like whenever we feel like it, and it's mostly just gonna be like reels and just fun type stuff, some unserious stuff.
I'll also be doing like reviews for newer albums. Yeah. So if anything drops that I personally listen to and it comes out, I know Jordan workshopping an album tonight, actually, maybe in 4 minutes, I think. So I might do a review on that in a couple of days, but it won't be like the 2 reviews a week because none of you guys are reviewing that as well.
Yeah, none of y'all
waste of damn time.
Come on, guys. I mean, to be fair, I was doing it for a class technically.
Interesting. I did not know.
But yeah, we're not trying to do that this semester. So, and we're also in a new setup. Would we like to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Juan, shout out to the new studio. But I mean, this is like a preference thing. Like, I'm still down to use it, but I feel like Tower Tunes is not as professional as our setup was last semester, personally. I think we're more of like a casual brand. I think our work's gonna be a lot more casual this semester too. Yeah. So we're gonna try to fix the backdrop because I don't think a white wall in my AC unit there is
Jeff Buckley Grace tapestry is coming soon, guys.
Oh my god.
It's coming soon. But yeah, we're just gonna be much more casual overall in the podcast, on the Instagram.
That's what happens when Simon leaves and when I come in. I just make everything
we don't need Simon. We don't need Simon. Simon is like, he's black tie and now we're just like gray sweatpants.
That's
okay.
Interesting.
Anyway, let's just hop right in. So I have some things I want to talk about, okay? First of all, wired headphones are coming back.
He's bringing it back.
Yeah, I'm bringing it back. Even though I do have over-the-ear headphones, but we're not going to talk about it. I don't know. I just feel like...
Did he have to stop wearing them?
No, I didn't. Okay, here's the thing. I have like a 3-pronged system, okay? So wired headphones, I wear them to class. AirPods, I wear to work. And then the Bose, I just use it at home. So
really?
Like,
you
I'm
don't
just like
use
chilling
it
at home
on campus?
No, I don't. Because I feel like, I don't know, they're just like too valuable.
I like to show them off. I'm like the opposite. For context, both me and Vinson ironically got Bose Quiet Comfort headphones for Christmas.
Unironically.
And my birthday, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, influenced by Natalie.
Shout out Natalie.
Shout out to Natalie. Yeah, that was just kind of a side. We have some hot takes.
We have hot takes.
This first episode, we really want to ruffle some feathers. So not just normal hot takes, we have some hot takes on...
beloved artists.
Yeah, beloved albums and artists.
Popular artists, popular albums.
Yes, like just celebrated stuff that most people like.
That we don't.
So let me just get right into it. Radiohead, they're mid, guys. Radiohead is mid. They're a gateway drug. I don't care what anyone says. OK Computer, okay, it's pretty good. No. OK Computer is a really good album. Do I think it's like 94?
On
whatever.
Album of the year? No.
Yeah, we're good on that.
Yeah.
Kid A, I'm sorry, guys. Like, I like experimental music, okay?
So I'm just looking straight into
I listen to Death Grips, okay?
Oh my
I listen to Death Grips, okay? I listen to... What else do I listen to? Black Midi. You know, like we listen to experimental stuff. When it comes to Kid A, I don't know.
It's not like as okay. I love Kid A. I just don't listen to it that often. I don't think it's like super experimental, in my opinion. But I think it's a fantastic album. It's a good. I feel like it's more like a concept album more than an experimental album. That's just my opinion, though. It's very apocalyptic, which is why it's so good.
It's not that good. And I guess my hottest take right here is going to be that the Benz is unironically on the level of those albums.
I disagree with that. But I haven't listened
He's
to
wrong.
Benz in 2 years. I was sick when I listened to it.
And here's an even
I thought it
hotter
was
take. Here's an even hotter take.
Mhm.
The outro to Benz, or the outro to the Benz, Street Spirit Fade Out is like really not that good, and it's actually like one of the weakest songs on that album, and it's overrated as hell.
I don't think I've listened to it, or haven't in a while, so I can't judge
It's
you on
mid,
that.
guys. It's mid, and you know our DMs are open. Okay, our DMs are open.
Right,
You can
come to us.
you can send us any smoke you want. Just know that I'm probably gonna be on the other side.
He'll take it more.
The next hot take I have, this is more like this is a personal thing, guys. Deftones is overrated, and here's the thing: there's been a lot of like alternative metal artists or alternative metal bands coming out, most notably Loathe. Okay, and they kind of have the same like shoegazy mixed with the metal type of music. I just think they do it better than Deftones. And here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. Okay, people be saying like, "Oh my god, they suck because they're just copying Deftones." Like, first of all, you're glazing Deftones and you're saying, "Oh, they sound like Deftones." Like, isn't that a good thing? First of all, and second of all, no, they do not sound anything like. I mean, they do sound like similar, but it's like, I don't know. Like the vocals are just better with Look.
I can't judge on it because I don't listen to Deftones and I really haven't gone into that genre of music yet. But you could disagree with me on this. I think Deftones is performative. I think
Okay, hold on.
I think okay.
Whoa.
Like
Whoa.
if people that listen to Deftones think they're like huge music nerds and they like think they listen to everything because like it's like hardcore. I guess they think it's like hardcore shit. I don't know if it is, but I think that people that listen to Deftones think they're so cool.
Yeah, I think that is partly true. I think there's also another part of it where it's like people who like they want to say they listen to metal, but like they don't really like metal. I guess like actual metal, so they'll just listen to Deftones.
Yeah.
Which is still, I mean, it's still metal, guys. It's still metal, but it's, you know, it's more digestible. I just think like the very like moany vocals, like sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Like honestly, I wish every Deftones song sounded like Swerve City. Very good song. And I think Loathe, like, they just do it a lot better. Like, I don't know, the vocals are just way better. And the songs just go harder. But yeah. Moving on. Lucas isn't a metalhead, guys.
Yeah, I'm not, but you'll notice the difference in like our music taste in some form of way with this.
But they definitely, it crosses.
Oh yeah,
that many
100%. I've been influenced a lot the last year.
Yeah. The next hot take I have, I know I'm kind of front loaded right here, but don't worry, we will get to Lucas very soon. So I think a lot of classic bands such as Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath, I don't really like their music, and I feel like a lot of people are like biased toward giving them like a really, you know, praising them a lot, and I think most of that has to do with their influence.
I agree.
Instead of the actual quality of the music, which is still quality. I don't know. It's just very like bare bones to me.
I mean, Black Sabbath is just something I've never really gotten into. It's just not my cup of tea personally. I've listened to Led Zeppelin a lot. Not a lot, but I've tried listening to them multiple times before. I think Stairway to Heaven is a phenomenal song. But I used to indulge a lot in like rock music during that time. And Led Zeppelin like never stood out to me as much as other bands did during that time. Like I prefer Pink Floyd easily. The Beatles are my favorite band of all time. So
Brandon is going to like that too.
Really?
The Pink Floyd too.
Yeah. I don't think there's even a debate about that in my opinion. I think if you
I think definitely
there shouldn't be
in
any
music communities
about that.
Yeah, people definitely
They're fantastic.
like they glaze Pink Floyd a lot.
But even like I like Fleetwood Mac more. They're a lot different when it comes to rock music compared to Led Zeppelin, but I just like them a little bit more. But I don't know. There hasn't been a Led Zeppelin album that I've listened to where it feels like top to bottom it's pretty like well executed.
Yeah.
It kind of gets boring at a certain point.
And I feel like that's kind of the case with a lot of older rock albums, and we're not going to get into that right now.
I'll debate with you on that. I agree with it, but I still love 70s rock. There's no changing my mind about that.
I don't, but
okay. Well, now passing it off to me. I'm a big
he
rap.
passes it off to himself.
Yeah, I will, because I feel like I don't really have any like crazy takes, but I will say
You're not passing
this.
it on. You're just forcefully grabbing it.
Yes.
So I'm allowing it.
I'm sorry.
So
But as a big 90s hip hop guy, I've always said this and I'll always stand my ground by it. West Coast rap in the 90s is so overrated. It is incredibly overrated. And I know that we're from the Bay Area, and I know people here like Tupac and Biggie get a lot of they get a lot of praise, and rightfully so. They
get a lot of praise like universally.
Yeah, they have a huge impact on the genre, and I'll give them all the credit for that. But again, East Coast just clears. There's just no, for me, there's no debate about it. I don't think there is in general. Like, people talk about Pac's lyricism and Notorious Big's lyricism. Biggie, sorry. That's so professional.
Notorious Big.
B.I.G. But like the infamous by m.A.A.d, I told this guy to listen to it last week, and it's just like significantly better than anything that both artists combined have done.
Okay, I vehemently disagree. Not with the Tupac take. I think Tupac's cool as a cultural icon.
Yeah.
I think his music is like, it's like pretty good. It's not my favorite. I will say for Biggie, I wouldn't say like so much his lyricism.
Yeah.
But more like his wordplay and like his flow along with it is very, it's very technical and gets like really complex at times. I think if you like search up, there's like some analyses on like his lyrics and his rhyme schemes. And I think that's where he really shines. I disagree. You wrote down here that Ready to Die is worse than the Infamous.
I need to re-listen to Ready to Die, but the Infamous is like, we'll talk about that later on. It'll probably be mentioned in another episode, but the Infamous is like one of my favorite albums ever.
And I get that, but
so I'm very biased.
I feel like Ready to Die is a lot more varied. I mean, you have Give Me the Loot, which is one of the best rap songs of all time. It's been since I've heard it. I mean, it's like, and it's also, I feel like it even veers into like horrorcore at times. It's it's a brutal song, but it's like just so fun at the same time. And then you also have Me and My Bitch, which is also a banger, and it has great storytelling. And Everyday Struggle is another banger. I mean, there's just so many bangers in that album. Like, I
still think Biggie's extremely talented, but I don't know, man. Just
think
something about m.A.A.d.
Ready to Die and the Infamous are equal.
Yes.
Oh, now it's yes. See, before it's he clears everything combined. Okay, whatever.
Okay, going to Kendrick.
Okay.
Good Kid, M.A.A.d City is better than To Pimp A Butterfly. Okay.
False.
It's close. Okay. It's close.
It's not even close to me.
Really?
It's not close.
Interesting. Okay. I think, you know what, hold up. I wrote this like a couple hours ago. I'm going to reword what I said. Production-wise, T-Pab is better.
Undoubtedly,
T-Pab is better. Impact, T-Pab by far.
I actually disagree with that.
Impactful. To rap, good. I think T-Pab is more impactful. There's no way.
Okay, I think T-Pab is more like, I guess like on a deeper like socially conscious level.
Yeah.
I guess, but like Good Kid, M.A.A.d City is, I feel like it's more iconic. Like more people listen to it. I don't know.
I agree with that. Yeah. I think Good Kid's definitely more iconic. I think the storytelling in Good Kid is just.
Well, actually, no. I take everything back because I just remembered that All Right is on T-Pab. We gonna be all right. Okay, You know what? Yeah, no. That song, just like ignore everything I said about T-Pab not being.
We're just gonna cut out the last like 2 minutes of you going on about that.
We're keeping that. We're uncut. Wait.
Yeah, we're not.
Pause.
Okay. I think we can both agree on this. I think majority of mainstream rappers and hip hop artists are not all that.
Trash. They're trash.
Most of them are trash.
I don't care.
I think
the 90s is like where they peaked.
yeah, 100%. But I also think that like nowadays too, hip hop is still thriving, but it's more not underground artists, but artists that aren't like recognized. Like people knew about when A$AP Rocky dropped his new album Don't Be Dumb, which is a big deal. It was 8 years. But when Redville dropped Sankofa, like nobody really knew about it. Neither did I until you told me.
Yeah.
And like there's just a huge like difference in quality. Like I listened to Don't Be Dumb, not the whole thing, because I got bored of it. And it was just like, for what A$AP was saying, it was like, oh, we're gonna touch on different genres. Like it kind of just got really repetitive at a certain point, which is, it's hip hop, you know, but you can't say you're gonna go to different genres and don't at the same time. But I don't know, like Travis Scott, Drake, why? What's the hype behind it? I used to like Travis for like 6 months.
No, Travis for sure. I think with Rodeo. I think that's a great album. I just think like he didn't like delve farther into like the creativity he displayed on that album. And I will say, I haven't listened to the A$AP Rocky album.
Okay.
You say that he didn't like really explore like those different genres that he was talking about.
I think a lot of mainstream artists just do this with like, oh yeah, we're trying some new shit, and they do, but it's a 20 or it's like over like an hour 10 minutes long. I could be wrong on that, but most of it is just like mainstream rap, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I feel like with Punk Rocky, he kind of like went back to that like sundress type sound. And honestly, for me, I feel like he should, if he really wants to do something different, like just hone in on that sound for like a whole album.
That's exactly.
And don't make it an hour long.
That's exactly what I told him when I listened to the album, because I like Sundress a lot when it released, and it was heavy in my rotation for quite some time. But when I listened to Punk Rocky, there's a lot of similarities to it, so it's not like that creative ultimately. Yeah. But I just feel like A$AP as an artist just sounds so much better when he makes music like that compared to just like normal hip hop. And I really think if he made like a 35 to 40 minute album with songs similar to that angle, it would pop off for one thing. I think it'd be his biggest album ever because it's more, I don't know, it's kind of more like rock, but also poppy in a way as well. And I just think it'd be so much better. I think that he should go to that angle in the future with whatever album, whenever he drops it.
Yeah, I will say I'm pretty fond of his album At Long Last A$AP. About the genres, I think there is kind of a stigma around rappers changing their genres because it's kind of like they're betraying their roots. Yeah. So I think that's something that he would have to keep in mind. But yeah, I'm not trying to listen to an hour of that. If I'm being honest. That's another issue. A lot of like modern albums are very bloated.
Yeah, and it's not like necessary to have it be bloated. There's albums back in the 90s that can be over an hour long. It's very rare for them to enjoy an album that's over an hour long, by the way.
Save the Infamous.
Yes. Like that's like one of very few.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I vibe easier with shorter length albums.
Oh, 100%.
And it doesn't even have to be like actually shorter. Like it can be an hour and be like
short.
Be like 10 to 11 songs.
Exactly.
Like
that too, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like when they add all this filler in because it just bogs everything down.
35 to 45 minutes is a sweet spot. Yeah. I will always say that.
And here's another thing. Here's another big cultural sort of theory I've concocted just now.
Interesting.
I feel like a lot of the stuff holding mainstream like the mainstream music space from being actually good is like us. Like not us literally, but like like just in general, I feel like there's this limbo. There's the mainstream and then like really underground.
That's true.
And then there's like this limbo of like stuff in between. When we look at bands like Geese and like even like Redville, I guess he's more like on the more underground spectrum. He is. But there's this whole world of like kind of like middling artists like Black Country New Road, just in that vein. And I feel like a lot of people are hesitant to make them like actually popular. Like we're seeing it with Geese. Like the more like I started listening to them like years ago, back when like 3D Country dropped.
Yeah.
And you know back then everyone was praising it, And now that they've gotten bigger, I feel like the more popular they get, the more people hate them.
Yeah,
I was
gonna mention that too, because Geese is they're not mainstream yet, but they just performed on SNL. Fantastic performance, by the way. You should check it out. But I agree with that. I think Geese, I got into them over the summer this year, so just a couple months before Getting Killed dropped, and I didn't really expect them to blow up the way that they did. But again, people were praising them, people like us, we love Geese. But then once they kind of start gaining attention, people were like, oh, this is not Coldplay, this is not the Strokes. But like, and there's actually comment on that on social media. No, it's real. If you go, it's actually
they're calling you out.
No,
they're saying his anecdotal evidence isn't true, but I definitely agree with that.
And I think it's not fair.
Yeah, the fans, or not the fans, but just like, I guess people that aren't like really into music like that they're holding us back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys are deficient, okay?
Speaking of, I don't know. This was the last thing I was going to say. I was going to say Tame Impala is a phase, which is true. But I won't get into that because I've said it a million times. He's not as talented as we all thought that he was at some point.
He's mid.
But
I mean, like, look, guys. Like, he has good music, but it's like...
He's not...
There's, like, way better out there.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, you know what? That's that's really Supergirl by XTC clears Tame Impala's entire discography, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I want to talk about jazz. That's the last thing I want to talk about.
No. That song clears.
Okay.
Okay, this guy's like looking for a correlation. Okay, they're both like psychedelic music here. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
It is psychedelic.
Tame Impala is not psychedelic. Let me just...
Tame Impala
is definitely psychedelic.
That's
a little bit.
Supergirl is
okay.
No,
it is.
Okay. So about jazz.
It's a good song.
For people that listen to artists like Laufey, who is on the jazz spectrum of music, you do not say you like to listen to jazz music. I'm sorry. That, again, I used to really like Laufey when Bewitched dropped. So that was really cool. I'm not like a huge jazz like consumer, but I like the basic popular artists. I love John Coltrane, I love Miles Davis, I love Charles Mingus, I love Sonny Rollins, like those guys. But people are like, oh, I love jazz. Like, who do you listen to? I listen to Laufey. Laufey is very mainstream. She's very poppy too. Her new album, I haven't listened to it fully, I must admit, but I've heard songs from it, and you still have that jazz element for it. But my concern about Laufey when the Bewitched blew up the way that it did was I knew it was going to become more on the poppy side of things for her future down the road, and it did. So if you say you like Laufey's new album, there's nothing wrong with that, but you don't like jazz music. If you listen to basic jazz artists like I do, makes sense. Then I understand that. But you can't say you listen to Laufey, but you haven't listened to freaking Miles Davis or John Coltrane. Like, they're not that, like, freaking, like, I don't know, they're not underground, like, they're freaking legends, but you can't say, like, you listen to jazz.
Yeah, I feel like
you don't.
I feel like Laufey is more just like, it's pretty much just pop with jazz elements.
Yeah, which is like a hint of jazz.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on how you define jazz as a genre. I mean, historically, jazz is really just like instrumentals.
Yeah,
and I think Laufey is just like, that's just not jazz. Like, from I don't know. Just from like objectively,
yeah. And if you want to listen,
with jazz elements.
If you want to listen to vocal jazz, listen to Chet Baker. Laufey got a lot of influence from Chet Baker. Billie Holiday is my favorite. No, Ella Fitzgerald is my favorite jazz vocalist. Listen to those folks. They're so much better than Laufey. I'm sorry. I think Laufey is great.
Yeah, we hate Laufey. Lucas hates Laufey.
I don't. I had like a month phase where I really liked her music, but listen to those vocal jazz musicians, because if you like that type of music, your mind will be blown. We listened to Ella and Louie last night at like freaking midnight, and it was just a vibe. And it clears any work that's been made for modern jazz music nowadays, for the most part.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So I think that's enough hot takes for now.
Enough hate,
because we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I want to do a blind ranking for you. Okay. I
wasn't supposed to do one for you, right?
No.
Okay.
This is all me. Okay, and it's got to be tricky. Okay, This is gonna be
I
tricky.
want it to be tricky.
But I will tell you the theme is 90s hip hop classics.
Okay, I was hoping
Okay.
for that.
So I have 5 albums for you. This is a blind ranking, okay? So first album, okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest. Where are we putting that?
This is hard because Low End Theory is not my favorite Tribe album.
Oh,
It's my third favorite Tribe album.
I took that into account.
Damn, that's tough. This might be a little bit of a hot take.
Oh boy. Okay,
I'm not gonna put it.
let's see.
It's either 3 or 4. It's either 3 or 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it at 4. That can age really badly.
Okay.
But
No,
there's a
this
lot
might
of
be
90s hip hop albums that I like more than Low End Theory. But
Okay.
it's a phenomenal album regardless.
Okay. Next album we have is Illmatic by Nas.
Oh, damn.
Where are we putting this, Lucas?
I like it better than Low End Theory, in my opinion. I
So
think it's a better album.
We going 3 or 2?
I'm gonna go 3. I'm
Okay,
gonna go 3 for Illmatic.
Safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Next album,
People are gonna kill me for these takes.
Balloon Mind.
I knew you were gonna put that.
Yes. Wait,
Okay.
wait, is it Mind?
Mind State.
Mind State.
Mind State.
Because I wrote it Mindset for some reason. But I'm like, okay.
For
where
recency
we going?
bias, I've really been into that album the last few months since probably summertime.
Yes.
Is it better than Illmatic and Low End Theory? Probably not, but do I like it more as an album? I do. So for
Oh,
that,
boy.
I'm putting it at 2.
Oh,
Like that,
boy.
like it's been so beautiful out here in San
Okay.
Jose that like my go-to album during that time is Blue Mind State. It's just
No, I get that.
yeah, I don't know. It's
For me, it's Sankofa, but you know,
I love Sankofa.
you might have cooked yourself. Okay, so we have 1 in 5.
Oh
left.
no!
1 in 5.
No!
Next one I have for you is the infamous.
I'm
Mom
worried. Okay, I'm worried that you're gonna put Midnight Marauders in
Will-
this.
Will I?
That's
I mean, only time can tell.
because Midnight Marauders is my favorite album of all time.
Just
So-
keep in mind, if you put the infamous at 5, you're putting it below. You know,
I gotta
all
put
the
it-
other ones.
I'm putting it at 1.
Okay. Next up, Midnight Marauders.
I knew you were gonna do that. But I didn't think you were gonna repeat an artist. So for that sake,
I am just being tricky because I knew this would happen.
I-
I engineered this to happen.
I should have put Lone 3 at 5,
So
but
that's
it's
right,
not
guys.
that bad of an
That's right,
album.
guys. Low end. Wait. Midnight Marauders
It's
is
not
worse
5. It's not
than
worse.
Low End Theory, and it's worse
I think people would actually
than
agree with
everything here.
people would agree that Lone 3 is better, but I don't. Midnight Marauders tops.
And it's worse than the infamous.
No. It's close though. It's very close.
Okay.
It's if I had to do it with knowing it'd be Midnight Marauders 1 and Infamous 2.
Okay.
And the rest would be 1 spot below.
Okay.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I mean, I knew this would happen. I engineered this to specifically happen. I knew something would happen
You read me like a
where
book.
Midnight Marauders would
Yeah.
take a bad spot. So
Since you've been talking about Sankofa so much, where would you
Yes.
put that
in these,
in the mix? Yeah.
oh boy, okay,
Because, I mean, there's
Okay.
no direct correlation between those 5 albums and Sankofa that just dropped like 2 months ago. But it is kind of like the big album for you and me that we agree on right now.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm putting it above all of them,
You're being serious?
and I'm being so serious.
Wow.
Right now. I don't
Okay.
even care. And this is just completely enjoyment. Like it's not like I'm taking
I
a
agree.
deep dive into each and every one of these albums. But yeah, just I don't know. I feel like jazz rap in the modern age,
It's fantastic.
yeah, it is.
It's thriving right now.
Like in terms of like when you look at the Low End Theory, for example. I mean, the production is pretty bare bones.
It is.
Like there's a lot of bass, and that's like I don't know. That's kind of all I get from it.
It's just boom bap for you, but I love it. I love that boom
But I mean,
bap.
when you get into something like Sankofa, like the arrangements are just like so
It's
much more
incredible.
like they're so much more full and ambitious, and I feel like for me that's what I gravitate toward.
I can't put it above any of those albums just because I grew up with 90s hip hop, and I don't think Sankofa exists without those 5 albums. However,
I mean, for sure.
I will agree with you that I enjoy Sankofa more than those 5 albums
Oh.
currently. But
Oh,
I will say
boy.
it is probably my favorite album out right now. That and Black British Music by Jim Legacy are my two favorite.
Which I definitely have to listen to.
I don't think you would like it. I don't think you'd like it as much as I do, but production wise, it's really fun.
No. Yeah, no, when you played it the other day, there's like one song that I like. Unfortunately, guys, we cut off, but we're back now. As I was saying, there was one song I heard from that album, Black British Music, that I really enjoyed.
Had to be 06 Wayne Rooney.
Yes.
That song
Which
is
we
so
already
good.
said, which is why it's kind of awkward right now, because
Yeah.
we're kind of like repeating stuff.
Yeah.
So instead, let's just move forward.
Yeah. We should do album swaps though. We'll
Yes.
talk about that, but I do think my first would be Black British Music.
Okay.
Because I know a couple people that got me into the album, but outside of those folks, no one knows about it. So I want more people to appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I low-key wasted my recommendation, which would have been B by Common, which is definitely...
Yeah, it's a great album.
It's like my favorite rap album ever.
Really? It's not for me, but it's a fantastic album.
Like, that album was like the Avengers, I must say.
It's a good album.
So, anyway, I think that's
about it.
That's kind of, yeah. I think we've talked long enough. So, things in the next episode, honestly,
we have no
we don't
idea.
know.
We're kind of just going this by the week right now, or whenever the hell we post the next time.
Yeah, so I think the album swap might be a good second episode.
I like the
idea.
Tradition.
But yeah, I don't know if this is going to be like a weekly thing or not.
Yeah, everything's kind of all over the place right now. We really haven't established any goals.
Yeah.
We just kind of like want to have more fun with it because this is your last semester.
Yes.
Right. This is last semester. I've still got a year and a half to go, so I don't know what the plan is next year for this.
We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, we have concepts and ideas, but we just want to have fun with it right now. So
yeah, girls just want to have fun.
Oh yeah,
and that is us apparently. So anyway, we'll see you. I don't know whenever we see you. But yeah, that's all.
And as always,
stay tuned.